Massage gun therapy. Now for this, you're obviously going to need a massage gun. I like the Hypervolt Go, which is just the cheapest version of the Hyperice. And so it doesn't have to be fancy or whatever, but you know, this is just the one I use. Now we want to make sure we've got like the pointier end, not the prongs or the wide sort of attachment. You want it to be the tight, the more like precise version, all right? Now, what we're going to do is massage the soft tissue area, so your muscles, right? We don't want to be hitting joints, ligaments, tendons, that sort of stuff that's usually around your joint, because typically that's where you've inflamed and potentially why you're sore, all right? So let's say we're working on the elbow, for example. What I do is turn on my gun and set it to the lowest setting first, and then I want to make sure that I'm hitting the muscle tissue, okay? A bad example is hitting the bone. You can kind of hear it and you can tell that it just doesn't feel nice. So you don't want to hit that spot. But if I hit around the muscle, it's not too bad. And so firstly, you'd like explore. So you want to like explore around your arm a bit, and you want to like see what hurts and what doesn't hurt. Probably like one exception for the muscle thing is like on top of here, there's a fair bit of muscle, right? But if I roll over there, that's bone and ligaments and stuff. Don't want to hit that. So I want to hit the muscle. I can go up into my bicep, so on and so forth. You can go up in the shoulder, chest. Like I'd recommend hitting pretty much everything on this side if you've got sore elbow, okay? Now let's say you're exploring and you find a spot that's really sore, like right here. You could just stay there. Now I'm not applying heaps of pressure or anything. I'm just letting it sit there and trying to like almost get it to move. It might not completely move away and be pain-free, but it might get a little bit less, right? So you can kind of just stay there until that happens. And then you'd move around, keep going, so on and so forth. If one thing feels tighter than the other, let's say forearms, you typically know is really tight, spend most of your time there and just hit the absolute bejeebers out of it. You can hit around here. Now, I really would suggest like starting on the lowest setting, but as you get a bit more used to it, you can start to crank it up so the gun starts to do more of the work and so on and so forth, right? Now, this doesn't just apply for the elbow. You can literally do it for everything. If it's my knee that I'm having issues with, I can hit around the quad, the calves, up the front of my shin, like hamstrings, you can hit everywhere. If it's shoulders, you can hit at the back, front. Always sticking to the rule of not hitting ligament, tendon, or joint or bone, right? Just trying to stick to the muscle, okay? You can also do it for your neck. Just be careful when you start getting up into the neck and towards your head. Don't put too much pressure, really take it easy on that. And you can really spend as much time as you want here. Like, if you've got a lot of time, the more the better. I personally pair it with stretching. So I'll like, let's say it's my forearms, I'll do a minute hitting my forearms, and then I'd pair it with like a decent mobility exercise to open them. And then I go again, hit it, and then so on and so forth. So it's really not rocket science. Just make sure you're not hitting ligaments, tendons, joints, or bones, and make sure it's mostly muscle, okay? So yeah, this is the Theragun or massage gun therapy video.